MacVoices at NAB 2026. MacVoices is at NAB in Las Vegas. I'm Chuck Joyner. Folks, we're in the Blackmagic booth. It's one of those stops I try to make every year because Blackmagic just does so much amazing stuff. I'm afraid most of the time you think of them as a really high-end thing, but they really have products and devices that can service pretty much all levels. Dan, the president of Blackmagic Design, is going to tell us about it. Dan, it's good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you too. It's another exciting year for us at NAB.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Exciting, yeah? That's the way it feels.
Yeah, we've got a lot of products this year. There's two products I wanted to talk about with you today specifically, and they're both software products, and I think it's important to talk about them because we actually have free versions of these software, so anyone can go out and download them on their Mac right now, start working with them, and see kind of what Blackmagic's about and how we start working. And the first of those is our DaVinci Resolve software. A lot of people know about DaVinci Resolve. It's a film and color grading editing software. And this year's no different. We've put out a new release. It's a free update. We have a free version and we have a paid version. The paid version is $300. The free version has almost all of the same features in there. We have the beta up on our website right now. And it's an exciting update for us for a couple reasons. We've added a bunch of new AI tools. And AI is kind of one of those scary boogeymen that people are a little bit afraid of right now because they don't want to eliminate jobs. Blackmagic's always thinking about how do we create more creativity and empowerment for users. We're always about trying to empower users. So these new AI tools are something that can help people work through jobs faster, be more creative, be creative faster. The other big thing with AI for us is we also want to make sure that everyone understands that AI we do is all on the local machine. So there's a lot of concern about whether your work can get out into the public or via the internet, or if you're pulling something that you shouldn't be pulling from the internet. So we want to make sure people understand that any AI work that we do is being done on the local machine there. So that's an exciting part for us to be able to get people out there and working with DaVinci Resolve. The other big update we've done this year in DaVinci Resolve is we've added a photo page, and people are excited about that because DaVinci is a world-class color grading software, and right now we've always done that for video, but we've had people always try to do photos or do photos in Resolve. Really, by adding a photo page, we've just made that workflow so much easier for people, and because it's DaVinci Resolve, you can work with people all over the world by using Blackmagic Cloud, our cloud-based service. So now I can have photographers all over the world working with colorists all over the world, all within one application. So that DaVinci Resolve software is a tremendously powerful software. Like I said, 21 coming out this year and being beta on our website. So that's the first software I wanted to quickly touch on.
Okay. I should say that I sat through 2 sessions in post-production world on DaVinci Resolve.
Yep.
And I've played with it a little bit, but I saw some things that make me convinced that I need to at least get much more fluent in it.
Yeah, it's definitely a software that we're trying to get out there, and by making it a free version, it means that students or people that are not sure if they want to transition, they can start working with it, find out what they like or don't like. But there's a tremendous amount of video content there for people that are trying to learn. You can search up YouTube videos, find out the features that you're trying to learn, and get started with. And we tried to make it as accessible, and like I said, always trying to empower as many users as possible. So that's our big pitch on DaVinci Resolve 21.
Well, and I also, you took the first question I always ask, because you start talking AI and we have to ask where.
Yeah.
Where is it going and how's it being used? And so the fact that it's just on device simplifies a whole lot of things for a lot of people.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of morality questions that we all have about AI in our lives, whether it's helping write a script or helping us make content or helping us do whatever in our lives, because we don't want to just let the machine, we've all watched Terminator, we know where this is all going, but we also want to, you can't ignore it, because if you decide not to use a piece of technology, maybe your competitor will, and they'll be doing it better, faster, cheaper than you can. So how do we as a company or we as a user decide to use AI? AI is not necessarily a bad thing. It can be used poorly and people can abuse it. So for us and for customers, we have to kind of decide what the morality of AI is. So for us, being able to create tools that help users, not eliminate users, being able to make that content be local on the machine means that we're not stealing other people's content, or we're not letting your content be stolen. So those are the important facts for us there.
Yeah. And I'm a little disturbed that you brought up Terminator. But I'm hoping that's not the way this is going.
Not that dire that quickly, but at least at this point, we just all have to kind of be a little considerate.
Okay. What's the second thing?
So the other thing is right behind us here, and this is our Fairlight Live. And Fairlight is a software that we have bought and implemented in Resolve, and it was always for post-production audio. So it's an audio tool to be able to work through if I wanted to make a movie or a commercial via post-production. What we wanted to do is we all wanted to move that over to live audio. So what we've done is we've made Fairlight Live, which is a free software that anyone can go and download today. It's on our website, and what you get is a professional broadcast audio mixer. And of course, this is all just via software. You can go through the interface on your computer and you can just use almost whatever interface you'd like, and you can go ahead and start doing live audio with this tool. And of course, we've made beautiful hardware panels to go with that as well. Not everyone's going to buy a hardware panel, but a lot of people do like the tactile feel of being able to do that. So we encourage people to go and download the Fairlight Live audio that we have on our website. They can download the Mac, start playing right away, and we hope that people are really excited about it.
So who is this for? And I mean that with no disrespect. This is going to be intimidating to a lot of people.
Yeah. So what Blackmagic's done really good is about bringing people up. So if someone says, "Look, I want to start doing podcasts, and I can go ahead and I can use a phone today, and I can just stream to whatever live stream software that I want to use," and that's a great start to be able to do that. But what happens if I provide you with the free Blackmagic Camera app for your phone? Well, now you get actual camera control capabilities that are similar to what you find in Blackmagic Camera Control. What if I give you free DaVinci Resolve software so you can start using professional editing software to be able to do that? So we're always about trying to lift people up higher to a higher level with tools that are very empowering and affordable to them. For people that are already doing some amount of live production, there's a chance that they've gone out and maybe they bought an ATEM and they do some amount of audio mixing. Maybe they've bought a little panel to do some audio mixing with a live production. That next step for them is to move into a professional actual audio mixer, and this is that kind of next step for them. So it's not something that you would just say like, I'm starting a podcast, I need to have this particular bit. But if you've already started doing maybe some live events, or you start to have multiple channels of audio, multiple microphones, multiple sources of audio, where you're trying to mix that on the fly, that's where this software really comes into play.
Okay, that's a really good explanation, a comparison between your products and where they fit.
Yep.
Because again, I know walking through the booth out here, it's like a candy store.
Yeah.
But so much of it is beyond the reach of people or the needs of people.
Yeah.
This brings it down to our level.
Yeah, that's exactly right. A great example for us is like on our ATEM production line. We make little $300 ATEM boxes, so you can have multiple channels of HDMI come in to do, a podcast or some live streaming that you'd like to do. But once you learn how to use that ATEM, you could move to a 10 input or a 20 input or a 40 input, and the functionality of what you've learned there is all the same. So it gives you the ability, everyone wants the ability to grow and go beyond what we are today. So maybe one day I've bought a pocket camera from Blackmagic Design. But once I've learned how to use that pocket camera, moving to another cinema camera, it's the same technology, just in a higher price point because there's more features, there's more capabilities, but it's that being able to educate ourselves and have access to those tools that Blackmagic is always trying to kind of push to the forefront. And, we've done a pretty good job of that so far.
Yeah, I kind of think it speaks for itself.
Yep.
The website, obviously you said that these are available online, but the website where folks can go to learn more about all of it.
Yeah, please visit us at www.blackmagicdesign.com to download and find out more.
Great. Thank you so much for the time.
I appreciate it.
It's great to see you.
Great to see you.
Still a little disturbed on the Terminator thing. I hope that's not where it's going.
The time will tell.
Okay, all right. Folks, I'm Chuck Joyner. This is MacVoices at NAB. Thanks for watching. Visit MacVoices.com for show notes and to connect with Chuck on social media. Get involved in our Facebook group or like our Facebook page, and get more out of your Apple tech with MacVoices Magazine, free on Flipboard and on the web. And if you find value in it all, consider supporting us through either our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/MacVoices or by making a one-time donation via the PayPal link on our front page and in the show notes of each episode. You will join these fine people who help bring you MacVoices. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com. Bandwidth provided by CashFly at cashfly.com.